Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with Mark, and we are the Price Variants, and we're going to be looking at the hottest Silver Age comics of the week, and it's going to be a kind of a different list. I tried to pick books that have never been on the list before. I think was successful. I'm not sure if we've seen any of these before. Because last week I did all the sort of like usual suspects. So this is all the unusual suspects, I guess. So it should be a pretty cool list. Just I like looking at books that I don't normally see. So these are ones that fit that description.
Yeah, it's a good one. I've not seen some of these before, so it is interesting. Let's crack on. Sharing my screen, and there we go. First one up. It is a Archie hero comic.
I actually have this one. So this was a kind of a cool one to see. This is The Fly. They don't have many, like Archie really doesn't have many superheroes. After when they first started, they had the Shield and like all that original pep
Yeah,
line of heroes.
I've got a set of Archie superhero comics.
Hmm.
The Guardians, are they something like that? The
Is
Guardians,
it Guardians?
the Red Guardians. I don't know. There's definitely. I think I've got this as well.
The Fly.
Yeah.
The Fly's actually has some value to it. I mean, you can see this was a fairly low grade. I mean, this one looks pretty beat actually, even though it's a 3.5. Um, it looks like a piece is falling off the top there. The corners are all dinged. It's a
Yeah.
pretty rough
This
3.5
is
actually.
Joe Simon and Jack Kirby, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is. And The Fly is actually a pretty cool little series.
I mean, I can tell it's Jack Kirby because of the hat.
Yeah, yeah, those are very Kirby-esque characters there. So yeah, but yeah, The Fly is pretty cool. I forgot which there was an artist that actually made their first appearance in The Fly in terms of artwork.
Who is that?
Trying to remember who that was. It was like issue 24 or something like that.
Okay. Um, so nobody's claiming this is a Spider-Man.
No, it's not I don't think it's a Spider-Man parody or anything like that, or that's a Spider. I don't know. It looks like a Spider-Man kind of character there, doesn't it?
Well, he's in a web.
He's in a web. He's kind of spidery, I guess, but I don't think I'm not. I doubt. Well, you never know. This what is it?
I
The
mean, to be honest,
Spider
he
Spy?
is more like Spider-Man than the one that's claimed to be a Spider-Man prototype.
Yeah, maybe. But this is Archie. I'm not. That's the Spider Spy.
Well, it's Archie, but it is Jack Kirby, and
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
right. Okay, so how much did this sell for? Let's have a
Oh, it
look.
was really affordable.
Oh, $124. Okay. Yeah. So that sounds about right.
Hmm.
A look.
Yeah, I don't think this
Yeah.
is a that expensive of a book.
No, I mean it's a bit down to be honest. It's less than oh well, it's flat. Look.
Well, it's kind of flat. I think it's been flat for a long time. I mean, I guess a long time ago it was worth a bit, but
So it sold for $189 in 2014. So 10 years later, it's lost 20% of its value.
yeah, but it looked like it had really dropped
It
like a long time ago. Like,
dropped,
what was that price?
dropped down to $43 in 2016.
So it's up three times from that price. I think.
Depends when you
Yeah, I mean,
bought it,
this is
wasn't it?
not an expensive book
If you bought
normally.
this one at 250, you're feeling sad. If you bought this one at $46, $43, you're feeling happy.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a title that most people know, right?
No.
It's sort of one of those more obscure characters. It is a cool character, but not that well known by the general. Archie isn't really known for superheroes. It's now almost completely known for like, Archie and Jughead and Betty and Veronica.
I mean, I got to know the Fly through the Alan Class comics because Alan Class reproduces I think probably most of the this run in his comics at some stage or other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of these, this is a great cover. I love that cover there. I've had that. I've got that somewhere.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's
Yeah.
just if you look at one of the later issues, like in the 20s, just quickly, there is a key that's pretty major. Like some famous artist made their appearance.
That'll have
It's that
bigger.
one right there. I
Which
think that one right up. Wait, actually, maybe it's number 4. Go up.
Oh,
The one
yeah,
where
there's
he's looking through
25
the
sales
window.
on this one, which probably means there's something special about it.
Yeah, it's maybe number 4. Does
Uh,
it say any famous people?
Writer Joe Simon, artists Joe Simon, Ted Galindo, Sol Brodsky, and Bob Powell.
No,
So doesn't look like, I don't think
it's
so.
not that one. I thought it was that one though. There were some artists that made like their first, published appearance inside of the Fly. Ah, I'm trying to remember who it was.
This one
I thought it
here
was.
is
I thought it was issue.
this one here has got an unusual number of
No, it would look like one that I just pointed out. Ah, shoot! I wish I remembered. We almost have to go to Key Collector and look it up. But yeah, I'm blanking on it for some reason. Which issue it is? I thought it was that one because just by the cover, sometimes you remember
yeah,
things based on
yeah.
the cover.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Um,
None of the others have got any significant sales. So
just quickly, can you go to Key Collector?
no, I don't have Key Collector.
No, but you can get the free. You can do it for free. It's free version.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I do have Key Collector. What am I on about?
Yeah, it's free.
No, I have it.
Oh, you actually have it? I didn't pay for it.
Well, I don't think I pay for it, but I've got it in.
Yeah, and then type in search at the top. Sorry to get you to do a little bit of extra work. Issues, our series,
Hmm.
and then fly. This is a trick that you can do if you're ever in a comic shop and you want to find out if there's valuable books in front of you.
Hmm.
No, The Adventures of the Fly. Yeah, yeah, it is that one. Okay,
First,
what are
wait, number 4, first published artwork in comics by Neil Adams, but he hadn't got
Neil?
Adams listed as an artist.
Yeah, see, I knew it was like I remember it was like some big one. So yeah, number 4. So it was the issue.
One panel in this issue was replaced by sample art that Neil Adams submitted to Joe Simon.
Very cool. So yeah, that was. I knew there was something, you know,
So you were
significant.
right. It was that, but it doesn't say it on Go Collect. That's annoying.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a major thing. You'd think. I mean, if you look at the price too, look at the price. How it's
Yeah,
fairly high.
it's more expensive than issue 1.
Well, almost.
Yeah,
It,
in a low grade it is,
yeah.
and in a mid grade, it's only in a high grade it isn't.
So it's like one of those under the radar keys, right?
Yeah, yeah, well spotted. Didn't know that. There you go.
Okay, so now there's reason for like being patient and waiting for these cool things that we're trying to show you. So The Fly is actually a pretty cool series, but yeah.
Yeah, and
Um,
this cover here is one that appears. The reason that's definitely appears on an Alan Class comic a number of times.
yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Next up, and I've never seen this before. This is Dark.
Yeah, this one was just on the list. Sometimes I like to put what I think are steals of the week. This next one is just what I think is a steal of the week. $54, which is kind of like almost the cost of the slab.
Now, Dark Shadows was the name of an American TV series, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if this is one of those comics that yeah, this is a different Dark Shadows. The Dark
Yes, it
Shadows
is. No,
is
this is
yeah.
before the TV series, I think.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if this is one of those golden age pre-code horror books that went into the Silver Age and just sort of died. Do you know what I
No,
mean? Like a
so this
lot of
only
them.
ran for 3 issues. This is the last issue.
Yeah. Um, so this is 1958.
Yes, so that's Silver Age.
Okay, so yeah, so it does even. I was wondering if it had like one of those hump things where it was like started in the golden age but died in the
No,
silver.
because it's only three issues, so probably.
So probably not. But yeah, it was a failed failed attempt anyways,
I have to
regardless.
say, I'm not that impressed with the artwork.
Yeah, actually I think it's interesting. I don't know, something about it I kind of like. I don't know. I like the good girl
Oh, she's
element,
better in
obviously.
close up than she is in from a distance. Well, any woman dressed in red, and she's got you.
Got my attention, I guess. Yeah.
She's a bit expressionless.
What is this? America's Best Comics? I've never even heard of that company.
America's Best.
Oh, it's Feral.
Last issue.
Oh, it's Feral. Okay, so Feral is a pretty big company. They did a lot of pre-code horror stuff.
Right. Well, anyway, this sold for $54. So that's about just about as low as you can get on Heritage.
Yeah, I mean that's like I think their buyer's premium. If you bid $1,
It's
the
about 40.
buyer,
Yeah.
yeah, it's about $30, I think. So
No, it's
this
more
is
than that.
like,
It's about 40 odd. It's about 40. The lowest I think you can get anything for on Heritage is $45.
oh, okay, so yeah, so the point is, this is like nothing. Like basically nobody really bid on this
So
thing.
somebody's bid $9 or something.
Yeah, yeah, something silly. Yeah. So yeah, so okay, so how does this one
Well,
like
I'm predicting you've got another of your fantastic
one-offs?
one of ones, and indeed you have. So it's a record, Alan.
Oh, it's a massive sale. I didn't realize that it was such a massive sale. I thought it was a steal of the week, but it's a massive sale. So that's interesting. How many on the census? I can't imagine there being that many on the census
I
even.
imagine it's the only one.
No, no, I see a 7-0 there.
There are five on the census.
Wow. This is such a rare book, and of course, that's why it has the massive sale. Um, I don't know.
And
Actually, I think this is a little bit
look at the famous
underrated.
names associated with this. Gerald Altman, Robert Webb, he's a British comedian, Max Elkin, and Ken Battlefield.
Yeah, I don't. I think I know. Ken Battlefield seems familiar, but the other ones I don't know.
And it says
Um,
here, publishers Steinway Comics.
yeah. So it look on the slab it said Feral. So Ajax Feral is like a fairly major publisher in the Golden Age. I actually have issue number one of this series. You can see it down below.
Yeah,
But I didn't realize it only ran 3 issues. I could have had the bookends for this if
you
I
could have
had
had a
bought this.
complete set.
Yeah,
Yeah, bookends.
yeah.
Okay, let's
All right,
move on
interesting
to
one.
number three. Oh, this is a nice one. Look at that.
Yeah, I always feel like these ones are a little underrated. These amazing fantasies, considering how significant the series is for Marvel.
Yeah, I've got the one that was before. I think I've got Amazing Adult Fantasy 14 or no, it's not
Yeah,
14 because anyway, I've got the one before it, before the famous one.
yeah. They changed the title a few times. It was
Yeah,
Amazing Fantasy, then it became Amazing Adult Fantasy, um, and then it went back to Amazing Fantasy. I think that's the transition.
yeah. The tagline
Um,
for this comic was the magazine that respects your intelligence.
that's cool.
So
You
this
know,
Stanley's story, Steve Ditko cover and art.
yeah. I mean, if you think about it, this is like 5 issues away, and it becomes like a $40,000 book, or maybe at a 6.5, like a $90,000 book.
Yep, it does.
So
So this one in a 6.5 sold for only $186. That sounds cheap.
sounds really cheap to me.
Let's have a look.
Always a little bit underrated, these other issues.
It is cheap. Yeah, look at that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. For some reason this is a bargain. Oh, that
Yeah,
isn't even it. How much did this go for?
no,
140?
186.
Oh, it did go. It is that one. Yeah, okay. But still,
Yeah. So
well,
what was the peak sale?
the peak was in COVID at 348.
Okay, so that's a COVID sale. So and even it looks like even pre-COVID was more expensive.
Well, it's about it's about at the pre-COVID price, isn't it? 180 in January 2018. So that's where it is
Hmm.
now. So it said it's pre-COVID price.
Yeah, it doesn't have the sales volume to really have that standard thing that we see with the spike of COVID. Um, wow. I mean, I just think it's underrated. I think it's a kind of a cool little series. I mean, I
Yeah,
think it would be kind of cool to have like 1 through 15 of Amazing Fantasy.
yeah. Ah, I know which one. It's this one I've got, and that is the first amazing adult fantasy, because it was called
Yeah,
something else before this.
yeah, it was called, I think it was called like I want to say Amazing Stories or something like that. Like it wasn't,
Yeah, so this is one I've got, which is basically the first amazing fantasy.
yeah.
And again, it's not hugely expensive.
Yeah. I mean the other ones in the series are really affordable.
Yeah.
But they're typical of the the Marvel monsters, right?
Yeah, it's a Marvel monster type, bit of science
Yeah.
fiction. Yeah.
But
Well, okay, let's
kind of a significant title though.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I think they're quite good pickups. Right.
Yeah.
Number four is an Archie. Archie's Madhouse.
Yeah, I thought this was kind of a cute little cover. Um, and it's one that you don't see very often. Like I've never seen this before.
Well, I've never seen it before either.
I mean Archie Madhouse has actually got a bunch of key first appearances like Sabrina and some other characters, right?
Yeah.
But you know,
I
this
don't
is sort of in that good girl kind of cover kind of thing.
Bob White art, Harry Lucy cover.
Harry Lucy is one of the kind of more famous artists for Archie.
Clyde did it. Who he? I've no idea who Clyde is. Do you know
I
who
don't know.
Clyde is?
There is a character called Clyde, but
Or is there? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not really sure about that,
Anyway,
to tell you the truth.
it's a nice clean copy.
Yeah, and it
Uh,
seems like a reasonable sale. I mean, there,
240. I have no idea on what Archies are worth.
yeah, some like you can see a very next that one, that Archie Madhouse. That's the first Sabrina. That's a big book,
Oh
but
yeah, I've
this is
seen that
like a
before. Yeah,
non like this is the one that we're looking at right now is a like I don't think it's a key except for the maybe the kind of cute good girl art cover.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um,
Oh,
you just gotta press search, I guess.
what's it gone?
No, no, just press search at the top. You have it typed in, but
In a
I mean,
six.
there's only
There's
five
only
on this,
five on the census, so nobody's
five
bothered.
on the census. That's really low.
Six is the highest graded.
No, seven.
What's a
Oh, is
seven?
this another massive sale?
It's a six.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another. You've managed to get another one of these unique ones, Alan.
Well, as I said, I'd never seen this one before on the list.
Nobody else has.
Yeah. Okay. So wow. Um. Okay. Let's look. Let's just see if there's any other sales for other grades. Or I mean, there's
Where's any?
five on.
There's only five on the census. Probably not. Let's go have a look.
That is. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
There's a 7.0. How much does the
there has
7.0
been
go for?
three sales.
Oh, okay. What are the other sales?
So that 6.0 just sold for 240. A 5.0 sold for 204 in 2023.
So this is sort of in line with that.
And then at 50 sold for 180 in 2022. I mean, there's not enough sales to really determine anything, is there?
I would say that this was in line with what the 50 did, right? If
Okay.
you do the price per point, it's probably about right.
Yeah.
Maybe 280
Okay.
would.
This is the same 50 that's sold here and here. So somebody,
Yeah, I mean, there's only five of these on the census, so you wouldn't expect too many different things. But that's interesting. Okay. So yeah, these obscure books remain obscure. I don't know. But if
I
you see
prefer,
this in the
oh, if I had
wild,
to, if I had I'd go and buy that Dark Shadows for $54 rather than this.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think this is a cute cover. I like Harry Lucy.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, no, it's a cute cover. It's got a woman in red. What can you not like?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
next up, we have got A Journey into Mystery.
now this is actually a key. This is actually a
It's
kind
one
of a
of
major
these,
key.
it's one of these dodgy,
Prototypes.
pre-prototypes.
If you scroll down, actually, Heritage writes up about what it is. You can
Right.
read it.
Prototype issue. First appearance of Zemnu the Titan, the first
Hmm.
Marvel character referred to as the Hulk.
Yep.
Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko. Story by Kirby, Ditko, Dick Ayers, and Don Heck.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, you see, I'm not convinced by that. That looks nothing like a character we know.
Well, it is a prototype, right?
Well,
And the way that they write the Hulk is actually interesting. That's very
I mean,
similar to.
the only thing that I mean, this looks like about 80% of the monsters in these things.
Oh
It's
yeah,
sort of a
yeah. They all look.
brown blob. The only thing that makes it the Hulk is it's somebody's written, I've created a living Hulk, and
Yeah,
here comes the Hulk.
yeah. But this is actually one of the few monsters that actually appears multiple times. I think he appears twice,
Okay.
which is interesting. Most of the monsters are one and dones.
Yeah, there's one or two that appear more than once.
Yeah. But this book is a valuable one because it is considered to be the prototype, even though it's barely, like all of them are very, very questionable connections between
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I actually just recently picked this one up. So this seems like a reasonable price. 408. Actually, it's not that bad of a price. I think it might be even slightly down.
What grade was it?
It was a 5.0.
It's down.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
Beep. There it
Boop.
is.
Well, it fell off a cliff. This doesn't seem like a very strong heritage auction sale, by the way.
It doesn't.
And so far, every book is like,
Well, no, Alan, we've had two go collect.
well, okay, yeah. Okay, we've had two
The
records, but yeah, do we really count
new
those? I
way
don't
of
know.
buoying up the market is by picking comics with no previous sales.
Yeah, it's kind of a bogus way. So yeah, so what was the previous sale? Like, I mean, this looks like it recently had a fairly
Previous sale was about a week before when it sold on eBay for $600.
yeah. So this is a terrible sale. It's like, and it looks like that $600 sale was right in line with where this book was going.
Well, yes. So
But
yeah, I would imagine whoever sold that on Heritage isn't very happy.
yeah, yeah, I mean, this is not a strong sale at all.
Well, he'd have got $200 more by putting it on eBay.
Yeah, and probably less buyer's premium too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely less buyer's premium.
So, what's the census count on this book? I mean, these monster ones are actually fairly rare.
219.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's really rare for Marvel.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
So yeah, just kind of, and this is not one of those books that you wouldn't get slabbed. It's one that you would. Like, I mean, if you look at the other monster books,
yeah,
their census counts are like below 100 even.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Steven is, kind of, he went a little bit monster crazy for a while there, where he was picking up all these books. And I actually think he was right in doing so because of the fact that they're really low census counts. They're hard to find, and they're kind of cool in a weird, quirky way. You know what I mean? These monsters with like multiple consonants in their names, um, like Org and Sporg, and
yeah, they've all
this
got
is
I mean,
double consonants, right?
they definitely ran out of names for monsters because they ended up calling one it.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
look, you can.
here's a good one. Row, RRO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh,
They always like to use the double R's and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Shag with a double G.
Yeah. I don't know why they like doing the double
Oh,
consonants.
Bombu, that's a good one. Bombu.
Hmm.
Goliath. Rorg. Rorg.
Yeah.
I mean,
See?
I think they probably just had some letters out of Scrabble bag and just threw them on the table and
That's
used
what
them.
it seems like that to me. That's what I always felt like that's what was going on. And they said, okay, well, we got spore. We just put an extra R or extra G, and then it's a new name. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. The Monster Marvel, you know, it's amazing that it lasted so many issues.
Yeah, because it's so, so
It's
similar.
so like formulaic,
Yeah.
like it's the same. It's like monster's gonna take over the world. Stay tuned till next week where a new monster takes over the world. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I thought it was interesting. But that is a like one of those books that is kind of one of those under the radar keys that people, if you can find, it's kind of cool to have a prototype character. So yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a cool list. If you want to see more cool books that are a little bit under the radar, go to Mark's channel and check it out. We'll be showing the top 5 of the week, and they are kind of fun ones. Some of them are quite big sales, actually. I was surprised. So yeah, so go over there, check it out. Bye for now.
Hi.